From Iona, head coach Tim Cluess, Sean Armand, David Laury, AJ English. We're going to ask Coach Cluess for an opening comment, then we're going to open it up for questions to the student athletes. Please wait for the wireless microphone to come around before you ask your question. So, Coach Cluess.
Just want to congratulate Manhattan on the championship. They played a heck of a game, had a great season. It was a real battle out there. I'm really proud of my guys for fighting that hard. We got down by 10. They could have quit, and they made it a game to the last seconds with a chance to tie it. So I'm proud of how hard our guys fought both to the very end, and it was, congratulations to them.
Okay, are there questions for the student athletes?
Sean, just your thoughts on this. It seemed like you were, like always, one play behind tonight.
No, it is exactly what it was. Every time we got close, we didn't execute, and then they got 2 possessions, and then we kept cutting it back to 1, and never really did seal the deal and cutting the lead down or tying the game.
David, when you made a run early in the second half, it seemed like you were trying to go inside.
I don't know, just up to the plane. We were just fighting, trying to come back.
AJ, I was just going to ask you, it seemed like Manhattan was putting a lot of pressure on all the Iona shooters throughout the game.
Yeah, they did a great job on defense.
Question beyond.
Coach.
Could you refer to the student athletes first
Oh,
before
sorry.
we dismiss them?
Okay. Well, David, I just wanted to see what your thoughts were on that last play. Was that set beforehand in the timeout? It looked like you guys were trying to run something and
We were running
didn't work out.
screen play. They just jumped AJ and Sean, and one thing I could do was shoot the ball. And unfortunately, I missed.
Are there any other questions for the student athletes?
David, it seemed like it was kind of a tough rebounding night for you. It seemed like you were out there against a very good rebounding Manhattan team.
We knew they were going to be tough rebounding. We have 2 good bigs. I was big with Mel Brown, and I just let us down today.
Sean, just thought on how disappointing this loss must be for you?
My guys gave it all. Give it their all. Can't really hang your head that much. Had a great season. Proud of everybody in the locker room. Happy with my coaching staff. The better team won today. Luxury of getting first place. You play again as a team, getting an NIT, and then just gotta go forward. You can't dwell on the past.
Okay, are there any other questions for the student athletes?
Sean, in the first half, you guys struggled from 3. Can you just talk about that a little bit?
We said it. We shut it from 3.
Nothing in particular.
What was that?
Nothing in particular went wrong. It was just
These are the shots that we usually do, so you gotta be able to adapt to a basketball game. So you gotta go inside out or get some easy buckets. We spoke about getting layups to the foul line. You gotta be able to do other things. Can't be one-dimensional, Coach said.
Sean, I know there's so many calls in the game, but talk about that last 3-pointer that you came up so short. Did you get hit on the elbow? You got hit by that 3-point shot.
Play came in. Coach saw I was open. He told me to shoot it. I shot the ball. I don't shoot air balls, but we can leave it at that.
Sorry if this question's already been asked, but it's the design of the tournament. The last possession, can you describe what their defense did, AJ, Sean, that kept your best 3-point shooters from getting a crack at it?
We ran a play that we usually run, screen and screener, and just a real physical game at the time, and we didn't execute the play, simple as that. Came over the last shot, almost went in. That was it.
It was broken play?
We had a set, and I said the game was a physical game at the time.
Yeah.
The set didn't go through, so Dave ended up taking the last shot, and he burned out.
Dave, how surprised were you that you were the guy who ended up with the shot?
I wasn't really surprised. We were playing tough defense all night, so I wasn't really surprised. I at least thought that we'd be on the looks. They did a good job bringing out, switching out. And unfortunately, I had to take the shot, and I missed it.
Did you guys see anything different in Manhattan today than the other two times that you played, or pretty much the same team and same mindset that they brought it to you?
Same stuff. You know, they play with energy. They play with a reason. You know, passion for the game. And at the same time, I know that they had the same the game from last year in their mind. That motivated them all the way through. And Coach Marciano had those guys playing hard. They play hard together. And like I said, the better team won today.
Do you know that they had it on their mind because they said things during the game?
It's probably just common sense.
Any more questions for the student athletes?
AJ, can you just talk about, you guys got down by 10 in the second half, your confidence level at that point, and then when you had it, the 2 points there late, what was your thought process? I mean, I assume you thought you were going to take this.
Yeah, our confidence never wavers. You know, we always play with confidence. And yesterday, against the Reese's, they were down 10. They came back. You know, basketball is a game of runs, so we know that we were.
Anything else? Okay, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, David. AJ.
Okay, now we'll open up for questions for Coach Cluess.
Coach, it seemed like Manhattan was pressuring the Iona shooters throughout the game. Was that something you had?
That's how they play defense. They do it all the time, and then when you stretch them out, you have to be able to beat them inside. And I thought we had a lot of good opportunities that didn't go down around the rim, and I thought there was a lot of physicality let go where, you know, normally I would think Dave would have either finished some of those or bounced the foul line more often, but tonight wasn't the night where either one of those were going down for us. And we didn't shoot the ball particularly well in the three-point shot, so if we're not hitting from out there and we're not really scoring on our short game, it's a little tough.
What was the difference in the shooting tonight? You were 40% in the first half, a little better in the second half.
First half, we were way below 40%. We were like 16% or something like that. And we shot better in the second half. I thought we took some contests. I think guys just missed shots. I think if you watch the second half of yesterday's game, we missed shots on that as well. So first half we missed again. Second half we made the extra pass a little bit more. And I think that was part of our problem. We didn't pass the ball as crisply as we normally did. We over-dribbled the basketball, and that got us in trouble.
Tim, defensively in the last couple of minutes really seemed to be causing a lot of problems for them. Was it something you guys were doing, or they just looked a little kind of unhinged there?
We played with energy finally. You know, we talked about that, like the same pressure we called at the beginning of the game. We didn't come out with that same energy that we should have come out with. And you know what? I was proud of my guys for showing that when they were exhausted and late in the game they fought and came back. So I'm really proud of what they did to make it the game, because really they could have just said, well, we've had a great season, we tried our best, and 10 could have become 15 like you saw last night happen.
I guess I won't wait for the microphone. Okay, there you go. Can you describe what it was like in your locker room just now before you all came in here? And you know,
You're dealing with kids that some of them dealt with for 4 years, some for 9, 10 months, who are really, really upset. They worked extremely hard to get where they got. They wanted a chance at something special that they'd remember for a lifetime, and they came within inches of that. So, you know, obviously they were very emotional, and I'm glad that they were emotional. It means everything that they did meant something to them. So if they're willing to work that hard for things in life and care about things and have a passion, they have a chance to succeed in life, and that's what we do at Iona College, to try to educate people to become better human beings, not just basketball players.
Coach, when you think about the season, you had such a good regular season, you won the first 2 games here. Is it possible, it's a disappointing loss, but can you put the season into perspective?
I always put the season in perspective. When it's all said and done, I don't ever base what we do on a year on one game. I know a lot of people in the media do. If that were the case, we should only come and play the playoffs, and we shouldn't play a regular season. Our guys fought. They started off not as good as we would like, but they found a way to come together and go on a run and to win a league championship the way we had started the season. I'm so proud of this team, because it's probably the one team I've had since I've been here that I really didn't think was going to be able to do that and accomplish that goal. So they exceeded expectations in my mind. When you get here, you want to win. There's no doubt about it, but I'm very, very proud of them.
Coach, Coach Marciano was in here last night, and he was very adamant that win or lose, both of these teams deserved a bid to the NCAA tournament. Do you have any same feelings?
Obviously, I think both teams are quality teams that could be in the tournament. We had a couple of games early in the year when we were missing Isaiah Williams for like 5 or 6 games. Our record would even be better than what it is right now. I know they take into account certain other teams missed the play for certain reasons. You know, if you look at what we did in the last 20, 25 games of the year, then we're an NCAA team. If you look at our overall record, we're probably not. So, you know, our job was to win tonight. We didn't, and we'll take whatever their decision is, and we'll take it proudly. And we know that we do have another tournament coming up that we're proud to be a part of if it's not the NCAA.
Tim, that's actually what I was going to ask you about. Given that the guys are so emotional and upset, and that they came within reaches, like you said, of something that they wanted, are you at least happy that they have another game and that this isn't like the end?
I'm happy to get to coach them again. It's the last time in my life I'll coach this team, the last time they'll be together as a unit. And they're a special group, and I'm really proud of them. So, yeah, for me, it's terrific. For them right now, we're all hurting. They're hurting. You know, at their age, they're hurting a lot, but they're going to come together and have one more chance. And just to spend that time together for another week and have an opportunity to probably play against a high-level program, which is something we like doing at Iona, and go after them and give it our best shot.
Coach, only 6 of 21 from three-point range. How much did that affect the game and change what you were doing?
That's a big part of our team. You know, we shot close to 40% on the year. So tonight we didn't shoot. We said it before the game. With all the physicality and size they have, we have to offset that by knocking down the open ones. I get the contested ones, you're going to make some, miss some. But we had a number of open looks tonight that normally we make that just didn't go down. It happens.
Coach, do you have anything else to add about the last play? Do you think you might have gotten a better look if you had a timeout left?
Oh, obviously, if we had one timeout left, it would have been a lot better because to walk the guys through something. That's when you're ending a game, you're down, you're trying to get the team offense, defense because of foul trouble and all that. You decide, should I call the timeout and get Dave Laury out, or should I not and take the chance, but then Dave would foul out? I think we were running the right play. It's something we've scored on a lot over the couple of years that are here. I think Manhattan did a great job of defending it, got extremely physical on it. We got a look. You know, it probably wasn't our first choice who got it, but he got an open look. And unfortunately, it didn't go down.
Are there any more questions for Coach Cluess? Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.